Hello, friends, bullies. I'm kidding. Hi, guys. I hope everybody's doing well today. Erica, Kay, yes, this is where the party is at. You get free cookies. Yeah, we do a lot of fun things here. Listen, guys, please clock in for your shifts by hitting the like button. That's how we start. We are going to also take our medication because I'm sure you all need to take meds. And if you don't, come and talk to us about what that's like. We've never had somebody come through. I do look like the sun has visited me. Sashina, there is an honest reason for that. Um, I only own one makeup routine. It's this. So, regardless of my skin, this is the makeup we get. And today I was like, oh, look, maybe you could make your eyebrows the same. No, you can't. You actually can't. They're different. They're unique beings. Leave them alone. Guys, I hope you've had a wonderful day. This is Larry Beaver. This is Larry's friend, Bucky. Um, if anybody here has not yet gone to visit KLF's channel, she does amazing things over there, and it's already linked on my page, this new page, so please make sure that you go visit. I'm pretty sure most people in here have. We have a pretty niche, like, core group of hardcore core people. Oh, hi! I did say KH. Uh, I love you guys so much. Um, I hope you guys like the new little overlay I've got. I've got a few little tricks up my sleeve here. I am trying to, work on me and just doing this, but I don't even know what I'm saying. I appreciate it, you guys. We have some Matthew Hagen, who we all know is one of my favorite judges. So I create little backstories for all the judges. I don't know if everybody does that. Mine are all fake. We'll just keep that in mind. But Judge Matthew Hagen or Referee Hagen is the surfer dude to me. And I always think he's just daydreaming about where he's planning on his next surf trip. And he has this map behind him that he always has behind him. And one of my kind subscribers, made me a background the same as it, and I usually try and use that, but I'm trying also not to bog down the stream and actually just run oh, let's just try it the way it's set up instead of changing everything. So with that being said, I'd love to hear what everybody had for dinner. If you didn't like what you had for dinner, let me know what you wish you had for dinner. I had brunch already today, and oh yeah, he wears surf shorts under his robe. 1,000%. Courtney, welcome. Oh, we have to do our lesson, temperature lesson. Thank you, Jonathan. So every day we also do a teach me some American life by doing the temperature. So it is 23 degrees today where I am, which equals to, oh, hold on. Sorry, it's 20. They lie. They just lie. Google just lies to me, just like YouTube Daddy did. Um, so 20 degrees right now feels a lot hotter. And let's see the temperature units to Fahrenheit. That is 68 degrees. Keep in mind, there is an extreme heat warning where I am on 68 degrees. There's literally warnings and cooling centers that were opened up. Being in Texas last week, I feel a little bit silly. I'm like, guys, y'all, if you will. Um, okay. English muffin pizzas are such a good idea, Mayor. And you know what? When you need to make a few dollars stretch on a budget, English muffin pizzas are great. English muffins on their own are great. You can make so many different things. If you get some eggs, English muffins, and cheese, you can have breakfast for a week for pretty cheap. Um, and easy too. I It feels like it was 105 Monday, Cage. Honestly, I was in Houston last week at Matsuri Convention, the anime convention, and I literally melted in a number of places. Hi, Colin. Welcome. Thank you so much for hitting the like button. That helps. Y'all know how that helps with YouTube Daddy. Uh, okay, so Kate had chicken smothered with spaghetti sauce, mozzarella cheese, and cauliflower. Was the cauliflower created separately and then added to the plate? That's a good question. Also, Prissy, look at the outfit I'm wearing. In honor, earlier I popped into KLF's stream and there was some guy. Honestly, I have to be honest, I wasn't able to stay long and listen, but the comments in the stream, in the chat, were hilarious. And Prissy was complaining about having to see this dude's armpits. And I was like, oh my God, I just saw that shirt. The one and only shirt I have, which is like shoulders. Like, seriously, I have a lot of clothes, but I don't even know where I got this shirt, but as soon as I saw that, I was like, I'm gonna wear that for the stream. Um, it was only the hair you were complaining about. Well, no, I'm just joking. You guys, I should come more often, Erica. Honestly, it is the beginning of my work day in a sense at that point in time. I'm a late night lady. That sounds way worse than it is. I mean, it's like true because I love to stay up late and I don't care. And again, in Texas, I had the best time because I love to talk to people and I love to just like engage with people. And um, I don't usually have bad experiences from them. And so I do that when I travel. I just, trust in myself and what I'm doing. And so I met a lot of random people and my Canadianness came out. I tried to give like toonies, which I'm just going to tell you, a toonie here to a homeless person is quite a bit. Like that's not small change. That's $2. So I was like taken aback when people were refusing to take coins from me. It's toonie with a W, Twonie. Is the dream big related to which rubber band, Colin? This is real. This is not. I wish it was a green screen. It's not. This is my for a very short and little while is the filming location of this, and I'm moving soon. Y'all know that. Um oh, it's a band. They're called Rubber Band. No, I this is from like the dollar store for sure. A Handy P. I would only buy this from the dollar store. There's no other place that I would purchase an item like this. No. So this, I guarantee this also from the dollar store. Yep. And then like all of it. I know I only spend so much. This, on the other hand, is from, oh, flip it around. Come on. Uh, I'm a good Mythical Morning fan, a Mythical Beast, have been for a very long time, been part of their Mythical Society for a long, long time. And so this is actually an oil painting print that I received. It's very large as one of their quarterly gifts that they give out in the Mythical Society. Bye, Colin. Um, but yeah, so the whole background is in fact real. Anyways, we're going to switch to our next part, which is court. And we're going back to Judge Hagen or Referee Hagen. And again, I just want you to look at him and his eyes look like maybe he's being held hostage or maybe he's like an AI program that has been misprogrammed. Hi, Beverly. Welcome. Grammy, no, I don't think so. Nana is good to go though. She's going traveling. Nana travels so much. She loves to travel. I don't know exactly where I'm going yet. This is all just happening. So, anyways, Tin Man, welcome. The Canadian word for bully, boulior. Also, yeah, I don't speak French, but I made my daughter take French immersion, so she speaks French, and I pretend, basically. Um, you bet Hagen's mom picks his haircut. I know. Okay, let's do a transition. How beautiful is that? Let's see what happens with the live chat as you guys chat because I have not high hopes, to be honest with you. That's not something I'm able to test easily before I go live. The other stuff I can, but not the chat, which is supposed to be above me.
Adjourned to August to today's date. Party's most recent order regarding child support is their third order modifying order for custody support and parenting time that was entered in November of 2010. That requires $453 a month. The original hearing was rescheduled because Mr. Stevens paid a couple of payments in February and March. Last payments made were in March, $134.27. His overall payment history since 2009 has been poor. He currently owes a total of $43,374.30. Of that amount, $37,627.
Hold on. Hold on. Oh, sometimes I'm like have to worry about the chat, and then sometimes I need to just fucking worry about what we're watching. I need to bring y'all back to last week. Do we remember the amounts? I remember them. It's working. I remember the amounts. Okay, the amounts that were put into that. I'm not talking about the same guy, and I'm not even talking about the same state, but unshakable from my mind is the $44 that this man was trying to get lowered that he had to pay for child support. I was remember that stream? That was like 3 streams ago. It was in Houston. It was the one I did while from the hotel room. And seriously, I can't even begin to tell you how offended I am for that. And now we hear somebody who's 43,000 and I'm like, cool, that's fine. But like, just remember, there are people out there that are trying to get their $44 a month child support payment lower. Do you remember that? Like, I remember it because I fucking roasted that dude. Anyways, I'm not against properly set child support based upon income. That's 100% the right thing to do. Not only that, but I think that there should be both incomes looked at. Most child support calculations in the States don't include the other parent, which is odd to me. Again, a lot of I'm excited. I'm interested to hear what this guy has to say. Also, y'all know I don't watch this shit ahead of time, so I have no clue what's going to be said. But I'm excited to hear what he has to explain because that's a huge amount to get an arrearage. Like, imagine this guy was when he was making like $44 a month was his obligation. It would take him forever to get to $44,000. Like, he was $1,000 in arrears, and it's so fucking evil because it makes it hard for the judge to hold you to the same standard. Like, this guy's probably going to jail. Based on the other guy, they were going to send that guy to jail over $1,000. Anyways, sorry. I've had a hard time getting that out of my head because I personally have a kid, and I know how much it costs to raise a kid, and it ain't $44. Okay.
$53 is owed to the other parent. There's $4,702 owed to the state related to confinement as well as medical support, and the remainder in fees and costs associated with the issuance of multiple bench warrants. And I can pull further payment history up for the court's review.
All right, Mr. Stevens, what's been going on?
So I got on nonstop payments as of in 2018, I think around September.
I have pretty good hearing, but seriously, I just thought he said, I got on my duck. Like, as if he mounted a duck. What? What did he say?
I got on nonstop payments as of in 2018, I think around September until November 2020. You'd show that I was paying the child support payments and the arrears, right, from 2018 to 2020. I guess before that, I wasn't living right, right? And and without parenting, I made a dumb mistake in 2010.
Did he just say he made a dumb mistake in 2010? Literally, literally, people manage to bring up the stupidest shit at court. Like, I'm being serious now. This is, again, just hire a lawyer. Hire lawyers, please. Because I don't know what you're talking about, but you're about to talk about something you shouldn't. I guarantee you should not speak about it. There's no way that it is relevant. I mean, the mistake in 2010 not wearing a condom, but that kid would be 2 years younger than my kid, Kay. So still child support for a couple of years. We have no clue. But I'm telling you, he can't say that. Regardless of what he's going to say, he shouldn't say it. Oh. Every day I do this, I think to myself, it's so simple. Y'all are told in the States, it's very different than Canada, but like they hammer this thing into you, the right to remain silent, but just nobody does it. It's so weird.
Signing over my rights when I was a dumb kid, and I was
Oh, that is a dumb mistake. You're so dumb. I love it when dumbasses are like, hey, I'm going to sign over my rights, thinking that they're going to get out of paying money. I'm sorry. That's just sad. If that's what he said, like I've backed it up a bit and we'll see it. And I don't mean to be mean. Well, I do. I do mean to be mean. Like, I don't know who got in anybody's head that that's a great idea. And I'm very like pro abortion, pro adoption, pro choice, all those things. I am not pro douche. I'm not pro douche. But usually when you sign away your rights, you do that because you can only do that if somebody else is like actually taking over, or he's talking about a CPS case where he relinquished his rights voluntarily instead of actually signing away his rights. I feel like maybe we got some. See, again, the whole story is never out there, but it takes a village, and you all know I had a baby when I was 19 years old, and that is difficult. It's not easy when you're young, and if you're not guided right, and if you don't find the right group of people to surround yourself in, you're going to have a hard time at it. But I can tell you the times I've counseled somebody to relinquish their rights, even in general like it's 0% of times. Like just zero. It's just so odd to me why that would even come up as a possibility for anybody. It's very odd.
I wasn't living right, right? And without parenting, I made a dumb mistake in 2010, signing over my rights when I was a dumb kid, and it's the worst thing I ever did. The child support payments at that time. At that time, Vanessa was in jail for running a drug house, and I still got the children were with the grandparents. I tried to get the children, and they were with their grandparents. At that time, back in 2010, my child support was $998 a month.
Okay, in Michigan, that seems unacceptable. And I'm glad that Texas has changed that rule because although I don't think zero is the right number, I think that you should still have a nominal minimum wage expectation for child support. But in Texas, they don't allow you to now automatically attribute child support to somebody who's incarcerated. And if somebody comes back and proves their incarceration, they would have that part wiped from their arrearage in a way. So again, part of this is, again, you got to get a lawyer, buddy. What the fuck calculation were they doing that they calculated you owe $900 a month? How many kids did you have? Like, to me, that is literally just not It shouldn't even be about a lawyer. It should just be a standard recalculation based on your filed taxes. Like, it seems very simple to me how to make that equitable.
Is what they wanted me to pay. And I couldn't live this, I'm making maybe $1,500 a month and they wanted $998 a month. So I foolishly signed over rights to the children in 2010. I didn't know that that didn't stop child support. Okay. So fast forward, I had.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm sorry. Now he's just dumb. He signed before he checked. Oh my God. Well, he deserves the debt, honestly. If he's that dumb. I'm serious. I'm sorry. I guess tell all your children don't ever sign over your child. Like, it seems so obvious. Wow.
Had, I've seen you guys a couple times for payments. 2018, I started paying consistently the arrears and the payments. I had a vasectomy surgery back in 2020 during the pandemic.
Hold on. Again, we are 3 minutes. I know I talk so much. We are 3 minutes into this video, under 3 minutes. He's told us about giving up his children, having a vasectomy, making the worst decision of his life. Oh my God. Is this his like American Idol audition?
Lived in Saginaw, Michigan, and that was quite the recovery. I was working for SC Johnson Ziploc in Bay City, Michigan, and after my back surgery recovery, they didn't hold my job for me. At that particular time, it was really hard to find work in Saginaw in the inner city. The pandemic was huge. A lot of businesses were closing down. Businesses were making do with 1, 2, employees only. It was really hard. May of 21. After searching for work all over in the inner city, I got a job offer up in Kingsley, Michigan, to run J. Wall Diner, a restaurant that my prior boss was opening up. So I opened J. Wall Diner, Kingsley. So that's what brought me up north, and so it was really hard staffing. We ended up.
Not a sponsor? Did he just pitch his fucking business somehow? Also, thank you guys. Yes, the drug house in prison. How could I have forgotten the drug house in prison? Uh, yeah, you can't really like the pandemic was an okay argument for certain things. You could say like delays in a couple things, but like uh, literally I think he just pitched his business. It's ridiculous.
Shutting that down. It was myself and 2 other people. We ended up closing that. It didn't last long. I had another disectomy surgery in December of 2021.
Hold on, 2 vasectomies? What? So that means his first one didn't work? You guys, what's going on? Is this a joke? It's a joke. He's not only admitted that he got a vasectomy surgery, but he failed in the instructions after the surgery, or else it would have been successful. Oh my God. You guys, I missed you. Oh, hi, Lisa. Oh my God. This is a joke. Look at nobody else seems bothered. Again, if I was Judge Dude, I would have so many questions. What? Oh my gosh. This is so weird too. Like, if somebody wrote this down, we could write a story about it that you could never create. Like, 2 vasectomies. How many kids did he have before he had a vasectomy? That's my main question. Hi, Bruce. Welcome.
Right, for my L4 and my L5 disc, I have degenerative disc. I'm healed from that now. I'm in the parking lot right now of Traverse City Products. Orientation started at 11 o'clock today. So
Oh my God. Oh, it's beautiful. Have we ever had somebody calling in from their job starting? That's gorgeous. I mean, usually it's starting Monday. Come on. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Wow. I think he meant lumbectomy or something because he talked about his vertebrae. But I'm just telling you, I've never had that. He's literally calling in from his first day of work. That's a new one. Okay. Orientation. It's only orientation. Let's just not even be joking. But I'm laughing. Like the meme within the court watching community of people having a job that starts Monday is just huge. But this is fucking hilarious. Donna, welcome. I'm a hopeless romantic too. I wish we could see this guy. I don't know why don't even talk about, like, they don't make him come up. Both of these gentlemen on here are not even reacting at all. I guess that's what you need to be a lawyer. I wonder why I didn't become a lawyer. Multiple reasons. Okay, let's keep going. I was gonna be like, oh, I don't really have that much to watch. Don't worry. I've already made 4 minutes into 27.
So I told them I may run a little bit late. Throughout the years, back in 2010 when I split up with Manessa, she was with my brother. They have a domestic violence case, and it kind of broke us apart. She was case. Throughout the years, back in 2010 when I split up with Manessa, she was with my brother. They have a domestic violence case, and it kind of broke us apart. She was with my brother.
Oh my god, I'm trying not to interrupt every 2 minutes, but he just said that she was with his brother. And that kind of broke them apart. Which people? Him and her? His brother? You guys, this is insane. Uh... oh, and Jonathan, yes, I'm very comfortable that this is transformative, which is why I have only done lives on this channel, as you can see. One day we'll hit 500.
And oh, are you there?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. And so in 22, I didn't talk to my brother for 12 years. I was talking to him because we had relationships prior to Faith being born and whatnot, and it makes me question if Faith's my child. I signed over rights, and you guys can start taking it out of it's been hard getting full-time work. I worked the $100 payments. I was doing part-time at 3 doors down. So you can see last March when they stopped, I was working part-time. It was at this particular time, I'm still healing from my second back surgery. It's hard to be on my feet. And so they let me go due to me not being able to perform the job.
Hold on. He has not had a single vasectomy. He's talking about back surgeries. I'm so disappointed. The one thing the man had going for him, the literal one fucking plus that he had, is that he got a goddamn vasectomy. And that turns out to be not true. Oh my god. 0 redeeming factors at this point. A literal 0 redeeming factor. Judge is not going to send him to jail, but he should. Oh my god. I think he needs to be spanked.
And be on my feet for 10 hours a day. So I'm just getting to the point right now where I can work 8 10-hour days. Going into orientation at Traverse City Products, so you guys can start taking it from my check. I would like a paternity test. I know it's late. My daughter if that is my daughter, she recently, well, a couple of years ago, she reached out to me, said, I want to know about you, because it's been 10 years. I wrote Manessa letter after letter after letter, wanting a relationship with my kids. Nothing. I haven't heard from her since 2010. and never got a response ever. And my life's never been complete. Doesn't matter what I have in my life. It's
Oh my God, so many questions. This is fucking 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Again, this is not therapy, sir. This is absolutely not your therapy session. I, I, did he just say, oh my gosh. I'll just keep going. Eventually, what's going to happen, I already know what's going to happen. They're going to be like, okay, I'm just going to tell you. You've started work. We're going to set up a income withholding agreement. You need to make your payments on time. He'll agree to it. They'll do a 60-day continuance and check in on it. Nobody's going to jail. Nothing. You don't need to say any of this. It could all be handled in the same result would happen if you said fucking nothing.
never been complete, not knowing what about my daughter, what she turned out to be, And she reached out to me, and we're talking consistently a couple of years back. Then she blocked me. She reached out. She said, "I'm sorry. I'm making my stepdad mad by talking to you." And I've been unable for 10 years to have any type of relationship. The outlandish things being said about me. When my daughter says, "Wow, you aren't what mom said that you were," it hurt, man. And it didn't drive me to pay. It didn't drive me. I want a paternity test. You guys can start taking it out. I should start on the 20th of Traverse City Products in Traverse City. Start taking it out of my check. Get me back on track. But
all right. So what we're going to do based on that, sir, I understand, and I am empathetic to what you're saying, your story here. But what we're going to do is get you back on track, child support wise, because for the other issues, I'm not able to cover those today. Okay. So
yeah, what route do I do? What route do I do?
Based on the statements made today, the issue that I'm going to find is that you are able to pay. So we're back on track. You're healed or healing in the process. You've got a good job. This is good. We don't have to talk about jail. We'll get an income withholding order going with TC Products, but I am going to make a contempt finding and put because in terms of right now, I don't find any manifest hardship. And so we need to see payments coming in. The other issues, which I understand that are very important to you, unfortunately for the court today, I can only enforce a valid order. So that's really all I can handle for you. So we're going to put you on a payment plan. That'll be a 2-year payment plan. You're to pay what's owed plus $50 a month on the arrears. If you fail to do so, a bench warrant could be issued for your arrest. You may have to serve up to 30 days in jail. I'll set bond at $700. If you pay as ordered, you don't even have to come to court again. That's what I'm hoping, sir. And we can kind of turn things around. You'll have an opportunity to take care of what other issues you are raising today that for whatever, for better or for worse, I'm not able to cover those today.
Okay.
I'll start this payment plan though in September, Mr. Hogue, not immediately. Give them a couple.
Like fucking, okay, last night we heard, one of the main things we heard last night was don't block your blessings. What this gentleman should say after this point is 2 words. Thank you. That's it. That's all he has to say. Shut up. Oh, if I was a bookie and able to take bets, I really don't think that's what he's going to say. But that's all he needs to say. Oh. Don't block your blessings, buddy. Don't block your blessings.
Weeks here to get going on the new job and get things going. So go ahead, Mr. Hogue.
Your Honor.
Mr. Stevens,
Yeah.
I need the only thing we can address today is this child support issue, but I need to know, you said you're at TC Products, you have orientation today. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
but I don't have TC Products in our database. I'm going to need you to contact our office to provide the federal employer identification number for the company so that we can get that income withholding order sent and you can at least get on track with that and then start dealing with the other issues. Okay.
Okay, Mr. Hogue and Your Honor. I'm waiting for this afternoon at 3:15. I also have a drug test at Munson. I have a background check through Sterling, through Sterling, that's going through Traverse City Products. Okay. I also, this afternoon, I have my resume on Indeed. Sarah Lee had contacted me. I'm either going to be going, in the next week, 10 days, let's say, to Traverse City Products or Sarah Lee Bakery. Okay.
Just let us know which.
So, pardon me?
Yeah,
Let
you can just
us know which.
just let us know which.
I'm waiting for a background check right now. Nothing.
Understood.
You know what I
Thank
mean?
you, sir. We'll stand adjourned.
Thank you. Jeez. David Stokes, I think.
Bye, friends. Right? Like, seriously, they're like, to cut him off.
All right, it's August 10th, 2023. This is a date and time set for front of the court show cause hearing with regard to child support. Mr. Stokes, if you'd state your name for the record, please.
Good morning, sir. My name is David Kelvin Stokes.
Thank you, Mr. Hogue.
Jeremy Hogue, friend of the court. This is the matter of Ruth Harrigan versus David Stokes, file number 2006-4258 DS. Mr. Stokes appeared at a show cause hearing May 11th, 2023. At that hearing, he alleged that he had some manifest hardship. At that hearing, he was ordered to provide verification and to resume making payments. The matter was adjourned to today's date to follow up.
Sorry, sir.
The most recent payments made were in May of 2022, $97.04. So Mr. Stokes has not paid anything since that May hearing. His total obligation is based on.
It's not your turn. You don't just interrupt people. We're not going to interrupt you, so just hang on for a second.
You got it. Okay.
Most recent payments are based on the third order modifying the order for custody support and parenting time entered in July of 2014. That requires $211 a month based on a parental time offset of 156 overnights a year. I would indicate that the child in this case, David Stokes, I assume junior or second or something, he is scheduled to emancipate September 21st, 2023. So this current obligation is only going to charge through September. The total arrearage balance at this time is $2,441.96. Of that, $2,114.78 is owed to the other party.
Okay. So unfortunately for the judge and us, this gentleman just listened to the other guy, and he may think that he needs to do the same thing. Also, I'm laughing so hard that he closed the garage door while on camera. And Lisa, Judge Lockhart, I still think he looks like Judge Lockhart as well, like Professor Lockhart from Harry Potter. But if he was a real like Harry Potter guy, he would be able to like fix this. He wouldn't have to sit and listen to this. Also, guys, if you're just getting here, please make sure you've clocked in for your shift by hitting the like button. You know how much it helps me with YouTube Daddy. And take your meds. Yeah, do all the things. Do all the things.
All right, thank you, sir. Now, Mr. Stokes, it's your opportunity.
Sorry about that, Your Honor. And he stated the last payment was made in January of 2022. That's not correct. Over the last, I'd say 5 months, I've made nearly $1,000 worth of direct payments to Ruth Ann Harrigan, of which the last payment of $250 was returned to me by her because friend of the court said I could no longer make direct payments to her.
Well, that's always been the case. You have to run the payments through the front of the court if you want, because that's the only way we can keep track of things.
I understand that, but they did allow about $800 worth of payments to go directly to her, and then she just reported it to friend of the court. So those were payments made. So that's incorrect saying the last payment was made in 2022.
Well, what's correct about? Did you pay anything through the front of the court?
No, I have not.
Then the statement's correct.
But she did verify with friend of the court that the payments were received.
But did she tell the friend of the court to waive any of the arrears? That's the issue.
Well, that's a great question.
Because we don't have any record of that. That's why I'm asking.
Well, that's a great question. I guess if those payments that I made directly to her are not reflected upon my account, well, that's an issue.
Not unless she tells us, if she tells us that's what happened, then we waive that part out. We'll work with you. It's not a good idea to pay it that way. But if you
I
have a
understand.
co-parent who will tell us, I forgive this amount, we will do that. Okay. But we can only enforce the order through the front of the court. So you need to be paying through front of the court. Here's my issue.
Yes, sir.
Your son emancipates next month. So you're not going to have a charge, a monthly charge. But here's what I'd like to do right now is, what is an amount you think you can pay going forward so that we can start chiseling away at the arrears? Because there's no point in me adjourning this out to wait for that time. Let's just get something in the books now, and that will be what we will enforce. But I'll give you an opportunity to make a deal here.
What is going on? Let's make a deal? Child support edition. Yeah, it's the Canadian exchange rate. I think that's what's going on, Lucy, with the likes. Honestly, no, I appreciate each and every one of you giving me a like. They are the best and free way that you can go ahead and help me convince YouTube Daddy to let me monetize again. This is crazy. Judge Hagan is like, I want to get out to the surf. So you need to pick a briefcase. Deal or no deal. Exactly, Erica. Deal or no deal.
Well, sir, I'm a registered nurse, and in fact, it's right on the top of the pile. I just got my license 2 days ago, renewed my license.
Whoa! Just got my nursing license 2 days ago. That's a new one. Again, pretty good though, bringing your receipts, I guess. I don't know. I mean, nurses are important. I love important. I love nurses. I respect the profession, but get a job then. That should be real easy, right?
2 days ago.
Great.
I have not been working.
Okay.
I'm going to put this license to work, and so I don't currently have an income. If you're asking me for a payment today, I can do that.
Well, what's an amount? Once your son emancipates, your arrears isn't going to go up. It's going to be stopped where it is. So what I do when I have arrears only cases, I'm in a bizarre way treating this sort of as an emancipation case or an arrears only case today, because in a month, that is the reality.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to look at what can you afford to pay per month so that you don't have to come back to court and we can get the.
I see what you're saying. Well, I think I've been paying roughly $50 a week.
$200 a month?
So what's that?
That's what your obligation is.
Correct. I understand that. My obligation was about $50 a week. And that has been, that was working for me when I was working. What I'm asking, would that be okay with you?
Yes. $200 a month is fine with me.
Deal.
And Mr. Hope, we'll just start that. It'll stay at the 211 until the child emancipates, but once he does, for enforcement purposes, we're just going to enforce a $200 a month on an arrears only case.
Okay.
And sir, so just so you know, if your co-parent contacts us or puts it in writing or something and tells us that she's willing to forgive us.
I have a weird, double feeling of this because I'm concerned about coercion when the judge is telling one person, if you convince this person to write us a letter written the right way, we'll eliminate some of your arrearage. Well, it shouldn't be that. It should be if there is proof of payment, right? It's very concerning to me because now he's going to go and hound her. And it's his own fault. The reason they have the friend of the court payment system, which I'm sorry, it's going to be just as easy as PayPal or Cash Venmo or whatever it is. I understand when you have a good relationship with somebody and the government's not involved in your child support obligations, then that sounds like a good idea to exchange money directly. But it is not in this case a good idea because I think they need to properly document it. So I'm worried about Judge Hagan or Referee Hagan going, hey, if you get the right letter, that's good. It's like,
certain amount that you claim you've paid, which I'm not disputing,
Right.
then we can take it off. But until that happens, we can't.
I have it written down, and I'm glad you mentioned that because that's pretty significant. I mean, that's $800. That's a lot of money, sir.
Understood.
Okay.
It's a big chunk of what you owe. You only owe
Yes.
2,000.
Yes.
We did receive in December a note from your co-parent agreeing to forgive $500, and again in February of 2023 agreeing to forgive $400. So
hold on then. Ho. See, this is exactly it. She's already done this for $900, and he only thinks it's been $800. So in fact, you still owe $2,000, you chump.
sounds like she did that, but you need to make the payments through the MISDU.
Right.
Period.
And I received paperwork from you explaining how to do that and the different options I have. So I'm set on that.
And so going forward, even on the arrears only, don't pay your co-parent unless you want your arrears to just stay where it is and have to come back to court.
Understood, sir. Yes.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Should we, well, after this one, let's check in with Mr. Graff and his client.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Take a deep breath,
1
guys.
second.
I don't know what's coming next. You know I don't.
Two on this one.
In the States, you guys can
All
sell
right,
blood
it is
plasma,
August
right?
10th, 2023. This is the date and time set for front of the court show cause hearing with regard to child support. Mr. Bugtivian, if you'd state your name for the record, please.
Bucktivian? Seriously, did he just say Bucktivian? What is he going to say? I heard Bucktivian. And sperm. You can't do either of those here. You can't even be a surrogate for money in Canada. They can't pay you to be a surrogate. Nor blood donations, anything. I have O negative blood, which is quite valuable. And they call me all the time. I'm like, bitches, you don't even give me shit. You give me a little sticker. I don't want a sticker. I want money.
Joseph Bugdevine.
Thank you. And Mr. Hogue.
Jeremy Hogue, friend of the court. This is a matter of Alicia Tobian versus Joseph Vugteveen, file number 2014-11401 DP. Motion order show cause was served May 4th for June 2023 hearing. A notice of adjournment was mailed in May as a result of a payment, a non-voluntary lump sum payment that was received. So the matter was adjourned to today's date. The Mr. Vugteveen's support obligation is based on the party's first order modifying their order for custody, support, and parenting time that was entered in March of 2018. That order requires $245 a month. I would indicate that Mr. Vugteveen had a good payment history until September 2021. Since then, it's been very intermittent. Currently, he owes $1,438.61. Of that amount, $918 is owed to the other party, the remainder in fees as well as medical support to the state. I can pull payment history up for the court's review.
What's the amount owed?
The total amount owed is $1,438.61. There was a non-voluntary lump sum paid in April of 2023 of $1,657.89.
Okay.
Significantly reduced his arrears.
Because I was trying to figure out, it doesn't sound like he's that far behind then.
Right.
All right, Mr. Bugdeveen, what's been going on?
I broke my hand a couple years ago, and I'm still trying to figure out if they're going to do surgery or not. They had me in physical therapy for a while, but it's not doing any justice. I actually have a job interview on Monday for Denali Services.
Sir, you're supposed to be starting Monday, not a job interview for Monday.
So hopefully I can get something going.
Yeah, do you have any medical paperwork that would suggest that you're unable to work? Or at least any restrictions on work?
Not since last year. I quit going to physical therapy because it wasn't working.
In the meantime, were you employed?
Yeah, I worked for myself. It's been hit and miss for jobs. I do remodeling, and COVID kind of set things back.
Okay, how can we get you back on track here? Because with your arrears, you're not that far behind with a 245 a month. I mean, how can we get you back on track?
I'm actually going to a job interview on Monday. Hopefully I can get that, and then once I get that, it's going to be in every week coming out of my paycheck.
Can you tell us again who the employer is, and then make sure that you let us know once you start the job?
Yep, it's Denali Services.
It's an interview on Monday.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
What is there anything you can pay in the next 14 days?
What's that?
Anything you can pay in the next 14 days?
I can try. Right now, I'm trying to get my vehicle running, and don't really have any money.
Well, I want to see $200 in the next 14 days. I'll adjourn this out 60 days to make sure we're getting things going. But if it's the same story next time, we may have a different conversation. Understood?
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
He's got one more case, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. I heard you say
Matter
that.
of
Well, isn't that funny? Judge Hagan, I don't think he actually meant it, because guess what? Now he's in front of him again. It may happen to be the exact same motherfucking day, but it's yet another child he is not supporting. I'd be like, yeah, shit. Sometimes you roll shitty dice. Like, I think he should serve a little jail. Because what's his other answer is going to be? Like, you can't tell me I'm telling you, there are people in this chat, there are people in this world that work with much less faculties, let's say. Yes, KH, that would be hilarious. If he came up with a totally different story, I'd love it. I'd love it. But seriously, right? Like, I know there are people that are working with a lot less. And I know that there are people there are jobs you can do. There are things you can do. And I also know, like, again, these are not huge obligations. Anyways. Also, the judge, too, is like giving him such a leeway. He's like, I want the money in 14 days, but I'll check in with you in 60 days. So make sure you do it. Like, talk about deferred punishment.
Amanda Brackett versus Joseph Bugbatine, file number 2013-10109DS. Same set of circumstances. The original motion was filed in May. It was adjourned to today's date. There was a non-voluntary lump sum payment made in April of 23 that significantly reduced the arrearage balance. The charge in this case is only $169 a month. That's based on an order for custody support and parenting time from August of 2013. His total arrearage balance on this is also not huge. It's $1,058.75. Of that, $587 is owed to the other parent. There's a significant amount of medical support to the state, and the rest in fees.
All right, sir. Anything additionally you'd like to add from when we were just speaking?
Not really. I'm just concerned why I'm not allowed to see my kids anymore.
Okay, you take that up in.
I was really hoping he'd be like, yes. I can't even come up with a different dumb idea for him if that was the case. He's just, again, not shutting his mouth. I just have little patience for these people today.
In a different, this is just for child support. So you're able to file a motion or speak with your co-parent about that.
Okay, I can't. I don't know how to get a hold of either one of them. They'd
All
block
right,
me
so
on
on this
everything.
case, I'm gonna expect $169 on this one paid within the 14 days. So those are two payments that are gonna need to be paid within the next 14 days. I'll adjourn this out 60 days, so we can monitor for payments. Hopefully, we'll have the income withholding order in place and we won't have to have court, but otherwise, we'll see you then, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hold on. That's not what we're watching next. Hold on. I have a screen for that. Let's talk about his douchery. I'm not looking at the chat. I need to do something and answer my door. I'll be right back.
Stevens was people will be able to answer the phone and direct your call to Mr. Greenman. Okay,
Yes, sir.
that's all you need to do.
Thank you.
And if you're wanting to have an attorney represent you, you need to file a request with the court, okay? That's the other
Okay.
thing.
Am I,
if
Your
you-
Honor, am I allowed to do that and tell you right now if I can get an attorney, or do you want me to do that like after the court hearing is
You can
done?
do it right now if you're, yes, you can do that right now.
Okay, am I allowed to get court appointed or ask for an attorney?
Yes. So I'll grant that court appointed attorney request and appoint Mr. Graff. And we'll see you, and that way we can put that in the order as well, Mr. Hug, and we'll have a record of it, and there won't be any issues. I suspect we'll be all set. We're really just trying to see if you can get into family support court, ma'am. And today we were just
Okay.
going to ask you why, but we don't need to do that right now because I've appointed an attorney to represent you, and that's Mr. Graff. So we will see you in 30 days.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms.
Thank you.
Barnes, may I confirm? No? Okay. I guess we still have the same address as before. I'll send stuff there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you for waiting too.
No problem. Sorry about the confusion. My bad.
Take care.
You too.
Back to Bethany Morgan, I guess.
Which case is this? I'm just seeing Bethany.
Yep, Bethany Morgan, Stephen Morgan.
Thank you. All right, this is August 10th, 2023. This is a date and time set for a front of the court show cause hearing with regard to child support. Ms. Morgan, if you'd state your name for the record, please.
Bethany Morgan.
Thank you. Mr. Morgan.
Yes, Steve Morgan.
Thank you. And Mr. Hug.
Jeremy Hogue, front of the court. This is the matter of Steve Morgan versus Bethany Morgan, file number 2018-14348DM. The original motion order show cause in this case was served back in October of 2022. It's been adjourned many times. to today's date, ultimately. The most recent order regarding child support is the party's consent judgment of divorce entered in January of 2019, requires $283 a month for 2 children. I would indicate that Ms. Morgan's payment history historically has been intermittent, but I would also indicate that we've now got an income withholding order in place and in fact have received $232.08 just since July of 2023. She currently owes $9,121.21. Of that amount, $8,974.21 is owed to Mr. Morgan, the remainder in costs and fees. But I will indicate that we have a current income withholding order as long as Ms. Morgan is still employed with the same employer.
All right, thank you, Ms. Morgan. So what's been going on?
Well, what's been going on lately is a couple of job changes. What was going on that occurred, the big amount due or whatever, is I was living at my parents' and very depressed and wasn't working. So that's how that happened. Right now I'm employed at Subway, but I really want to get the job before that was at Advisor Care as a home health aide. And I believe the child support was coming out of my paycheck, at least for 1 or 2. I got I think it's the FEIN number or whatever, the federal.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. I got that from Advisor Care and gave that to Eric Solani. Anyway, and then I left that due to a toxic situation in Charlotte, Michigan, which I have left Charlotte, Michigan. I am still employed by Subway, but just got hired at a new Subway, but really want to get back into home health care. So I can get the EIN number from the Subway. I'm not sure how long I'm going to stay there because I'm really looking to get to do my home health aide position instead, because that's what I like to do. So I guess it makes sense to do it however long I'm working there. So I can get that. I haven't even met the lady yet. She just hired me over the phone. My first shift is Saturday down here where I'm at, downstate.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Morgan, anything you'd like to say or add?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Okay, so it sounds like you've got the right trajectory. You're employed. We're getting some money coming in, but it sounds like we still got some certainty on the jobs, which is good. You're looking for jobs. I'm comfortable with that. Right. Part of the problem is what that means is you are able to pay, you're not paying, okay? Because we've got a big balance of 9,000. We don't have to worry about jail. I don't care about that, okay? But I am going to make an attempt finding, because I don't find any manifest hardship here. And so
I'm sorry, Your Honor, what did you say?
I'm going to put you on a payment plan.
A payment plan.
Okay, it's going to be it's a 2-year payment plan. You're to pay what's owed plus $87 a month. If you get an income withholding order, it'll just come out of there. Okay.
I'm fine with that.
You shouldn't have any issues. But I have some fear. Sometimes when there's an income withholding order, I just move on and we're fine. But I have a little concern about whether you're going to keep these jobs, and hopefully you will. Okay.
I have no problem
all right,
keeping
thanks.
jobs.
Thank you very much. I've heard from you. If you fail to pay as ordered, a bench warrant could be issued for your arrest. You may have to spend up to 30 days in jail. I do not want that. We don't want you in jail. We want you working. It's no big deal if you just pay as ordered. That's all. That's the task at hand for you with regard to child support. I'll set bond at 500. And we're all set. We'll stand adjourned. Right. But again, ma'am, just so you know, I want to emphasize this. If you pay as ordered, there are no issues, period. Just trying to get you back on track and whittle away at the arrears. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Your Honor. Last 10-15. Robert Wilhelm.
I do have I mean, we have CPS and Safe Haven here, so we'll
As soon as
wanna-
we're done with this one, let's bring our 1045s in and set them up in breakout rooms. Tell them to fix it.
You think that's what they're here, the Safe Haven, because that
Yes.
sounds more like the parent. Oh, okay. Sounds good. I agree.
All right.
All right, it's August 10th, 2023. This is a date and time set for a front of the court show cause hearing with regard to child support. Mr. Wilhelm, if you'd state your name for the record, please.
Robert Lawrence Wilhelm.
And Mr. Hogue.
Jeremy Hogue, front of the court. This is the matter of Robert Wilhelm versus Sarah Kangas, file number 2010-7474 deep M. Mr. Wilhelm appeared at a show cause hearing May 11th, 2023. Or actually, he failed to appear at the hearing. However, he paid $300 on May 10th of 2023. So the matter was adjourned to today's date to monitor for continued payment. That is the last payment we've received. Parties' child support obligation is based on their consent judgment of divorce entered in October 2010. Requires only $123 a month. Mr. Wilhelm does pay, but he pays inconsistently and mostly in lump sums. His total balance based on $123 a month obligation is $818. I can pull the payment history up for the court's review.
Okay, so Mr. Wilhelm, what's been going on?
Well, I'm a self-employed and I've had a few injuries lately, so I've not had a real consistent income as of late. But I did make a payment yesterday of $600, so I'm only $200 and some dollars in rearage at this point. And I'm getting back to work again now, so I should be able to get back up and rolling again here soon.
All right. Well, I obviously I'll accept that. We don't have to talk about jail. The thing is, and I'm sure you're learning this one way or another, is that if you pay steadily, you don't have to come to court. I mean, you're paying lump sums right before court. So we don't really need you to do that. We need you to just pay $123 a month instead of, I mean, the money goes to child support anyway. So it's all the same to me, I guess, but if you want to avoid court, you just pay $123 a month. That's the biggest thing.
Yes, understood, Your Honor.
I'm just going to dismiss this, Mr. Hogue, because that's kind of my warning, sir. I mean, we don't want you to waste your time in court either. Okay, it's not just about our time. You don't need to be here if you're making payments.
Understood.
All right.
Very good.
Thank you.
I did. The plaintiff is me. The defendant, my ex-wife, was on hold for a long time, but she works at the hospital, so she couldn't stay. But she wants to end all the friend of the court stuff. So what happens? How does she go about doing that?
She has
Get
to
in
file a
contact.
motion.
Yep.
It's not something we can take care of today. You have to file a motion for that.
Okay, very good. But she needs to contact the front of the court and file a petition or whatever to do that.
Well, it's a motion through our circuit, the circuit court. Yeah.
Okay. All
And
right.
it gets scheduled with that hearing gets scheduled with the referee.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed our visit to Michigan, where Judge Hagan, I feel like, gets all the exotic cases. If you want a deep dive, I don't actually recommend this to anybody because I honestly think that it's so hot. I honestly think that it was a bit of a traumatic experience. It was for me. But we did like 20 something hours of a specific divorce case where he sat. Whew, it was difficult. I appreciate all of you being here. Thank you so much. As you know, I'm in transition, finding new kitchens to basically inundate with court because that's what we do. We love to watch court. So I want you to remember, Donna, Orlando Chiquita, thank you so much. in the PP, I checked, I saw that come in, and thank you, thank you, thank you. That's so thankful. I'm very, very appreciative of that. So thank you very much. I know it can't be overly, so I might come on later. I have to deal with something. But I really appreciate all of you being here, being sub to the new channel, being understanding of my um, random hours. And yeah, I might go on later. I know that. Oh, I did want to say, unfortunately, my dad will not be joining us on stream. I think that they think I'm trying to prank them. I'm not, but I guess he's just not into it. So, regardless, I will be there with you guys, and we were going to do a throwback. I've already planned the episode, so we will still do the episode, regardless if he decides to join us or not. And I have some fun things planned. So, that'll be for Saturday, and then I'll be back with you tomorrow as well with some random court. I love all of you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm proud of you. Remember that. And I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. I'll talk to you later. Bye. And don't worry, Larry Beaver will be moving with me no matter where.